Welcome once again to our Missions Today video version, and this is just our informal way of trying to keep you up to date on what's going on without making you have to read page after page of stuff that's going on. I want to start out this week with the most important and critical news to us, which is our financial status and where we are through August so far. Many of you know that last year we missed our budget. We missed our UMC giving by approximately $300,000 last year. In response to that, when we built our budget for 2007, we actually cut home office and ministry expenses by that same $300,000, so that this year all we needed to do was to keep UMC giving at the same level as last year for us to make our budget here this last year of transition. However, what we're finding is that so far through August, we are about $211,000 behind UMC giving last year. So this is putting us in some pretty tight situations on the field, knowing that we've already cut many of our expenses both in the home office and on the field, and that we may be looking at having to cut some additional expenses. One of the resulting factors is that our leadership team got together and we decided that we did need to be careful on the expense side for the rest of the year. And what that means is that normally we send our fourth quarter, we call it appropriations, the fourth quarter expenses for field expenses and country shares. We send them out on October 1st so that the missionaries have them on the field. They can pay the expenses for the last 3 months as they come up. And it just saves us money instead of sending those things out monthly internationally. However, this year we've decided that with October we would only send October and November expenses. The December expenses we're planning on holding here until we know that we have enough income to cover all of those expenses. The problem is we probably won't know that until about January 20th next year, when all of the conferences send in their final payments for the year. So we're left in a situation that the missionaries, we're going to have to find a way to try to cash flow the ministries, because these appropriations include field expenses, which are the missionaries' rent, in some cases their utilities, their transportation on the field, as well as the country shares, which cover many national leaders' support as they're working in the church in different countries. So at this point we really need to be able to pray and have God find a way to get this funding in place. We will say that we do believe it's there. This year our extra mile projects are on course for record giving. At this rate, we're going to collect about $1.3 million for projects, special projects in the field, while at the same time we're running about $200,000 short for missionary support and the country budget. So the money's out there. It's just a matter of making sure that we get our priorities arranged correctly so that the missionaries and the countries are taken care of. So please be in prayer about that. Also wanted to give you a quick update on the church law, or the Missions Connect. The conferences have all now received logins to get on the Missions Connect, and we are working through conference by conference. As we know that the local church data is correct, and we are sending out logins to each and every pastor so that they can get on and see where each missionary is with their support, where each country share is for their support, and how the extra mile projects are coming along. So you will be able to see the whole missions funding in one place, live in real time. That is coming here in the next few months. Also, if you're interested in understanding the funding plan a little bit more in detail, Larry Winkle from Hungary has developed 2 videos for us that there's a link on the Missions Today to those. It's right on our website in our web chat section. One of them is called A Look at Missions Funding, and the other one is A Look at Priorities, which again helps us understand the priorities for missionary support and country budgets, and then finally extra mile projects. Also in this issue includes Dr. Brown's newsletter with exciting information about what's going on in Africa. And then also we have decided on our 2008 missions theme, which is, sorry I had to look it up, we just did it, Hands for the Harvest, Serving the World. So please be in prayer as we gather all of the materials that are going to be a part of this theme and get ready to mail those out to you here at the end of the year. And then also, if you're looking for materials this year to further promote missions and in your church and be able to help us through this process and get the funding in place by the end of the year so that our missionaries have everything they need to do the ministry that God's called them to, don't be afraid, don't hesitate, call us, and we would just love to get you any of that information you need. Thanks again, and we will talk to you again next month. Have a good day.